lapel right here. I could windshield wiper my head, and I can go right for the choke here. Right? It's a good possibility. There's submissions linked to this grip. All right? What I'm going to do is kind of using that same feed. Right now I'm going to grab palm down, like that. All right, so palm facing out. And then from here I'm going to pull in and bring my leg over the top. So as if I'm almost going into an omoplata situation. All right? And then from here, foot goes to the hip. I point my knee up and bring this leg around. So now I have that far side lapel, the arm's still on the inside, and I'm grabbing it with two hands now, okay? If we go back to our rodeo maintenance, if he lifts his head, I pull the lapel and I stomp the head side leg. My hip shifts out to the head. If he moves the hip, pull the lapel, I stomp this leg, hips shoot out towards the hip, right? If he's trying to move his arm, my main focus right now is controlling the arm with mine. All right, I don't let my arm above his so he can move it. I keep it blocked right there at all times, okay? So the arm only comes out when I want it to, right? We talked about what to do when that happens. If he's trying to sit up and maybe play footsies in some way, he's trying to grab my foot. Remember, I just pull the lapel. I make sure my foot is angled in, or my knee is angled in. I pull and I'm stomping this direction. And my leg here is stronger than his arm, but when I'm ready to be free, I just loop it back around, right? So I go down and back around. So he grabs my foot, I resist momentarily, and then I just come back around, all right? So we're here. Now, if he's gonna roll, I'm gonna tuck and roll with him over my forehead and come right back in. If he sits out, I'm gonna crunch my shoulders in and extend my legs and hips. My focus here is tucking his chin. And I come right back in position. All right, he sits out, he's giving me head pressure. I crunch in, and I push his head back. Right, those are the main things that we've covered so far. So we're gonna kind of practice those. If you're the guy on the bottom, I'll kind of go through those motions for me. Enter one more time. So we're playing close guard, I get the lapel. Loosen the lapel. I'm going to push it under the armpit, use my legs to pull in. I might have to grip fight a little bit first. I'm going to have to break this grip out, grab the head and feed the lapel. Going to come around, palm out with this hand. Like this, framing his neck out with my elbow. Foot goes to the hip, knee to the shoulder, hip out, bring the leg up. So I'm just kind of hanging on the lapel. This hand can push his head out as I start to pull the leg through. Next, I'm going to come around the head, and then I just square up. Two hands on the lapel, arm blocking the arm, and then we go through the motions real quick. Head up, hip up, controlling the arm, crunching in, bring him back down, he rolls, roll with, footsies, bring him back. And once we kind of go through it, one time we can switch turns. So we're in close guard, we're going to feed the lapel. This hand can feed it under to this hand. So I can go, this could happen in different ways, but one way is just to push it through the middle and then grab it on the outside. Like that. Once we have it, we're going to start using the legs. We might have to swim in a little bit, break things down. We want to feed to this grip. All right, and if you know the original choke that I showed, this might be something that you're already familiar with and use. That's why I showed that choke. I could be here like this. It's a great choke attack from the guard. I bump him out, feed him for the grip here, and then I just kind of center back up to get the choke, all right? But you might be already pretty aware of the choke, making it difficult to grab the way that I want to grab. And if he's doing what he's doing right now, this actually makes it easier to get the rodeo guard because he's not blocking my leg, he's blocking his neck, right? So from here I hip out and the leg just simply comes around, right? So now we have that phase 2 far side lapel grip. Always make sure we're controlling this arm and we're here. Now your grip for this next move could be whatever you like as far as this hand is concerned. Either here, where it's knuckles out, like that, or here, where it's knuckles down. Okay, I can do either or, all right? But what's gonna happen is we're in the same scenario kind of that we were in against the triangle, which we did last Thursday. And he's giving that head pressure up, right? So here, remember, I can always stomp and try to smash him back down, but I can also use that head pressure to peel around and go to diamond guard, right? And then from diamond guard, especially with this lapel grip, I can hop the shoulder and control the elbow. So we go like that, right? So now I make sure I have his arm controlled. So I pop down off the shoulder, all right? And then from here, I'm gonna kind of punch this direction and use my legs to nudge him over as the hands pull his chin down. And I'm just grabbing for some cloth up here, making sure that my arm is tight to the neck or jawline. And then I'm gonna wrist flex over on this side. Flex that wrist as we pull the lapel down over here. All right, I'm always gonna do a slight windshield wiper as I do that, so I kind of have the windshield wiper to come around to choke, and then I go back to finish. Right there. So we're gonna feed the lapel, create some space, come around for the first grip. Hip comes out, leg comes up. If the arm is in the way here, like right now it's on the mat, I can pull this arm up, all right? I can hip out. Now there's a good choke right here. I go like this, and then I roll that wrist once again, right? He's catching onto that, he's gonna pull his arm back out. Then I can use that to come around, right? So there's a lot of combo stuff that can go on with this grip, because there's a lot of different attacks and defenses. So now we're here again, we're focused on control, but when he lifts the head, I'm gonna stomp my leg for control, but then I'm gonna let it just peel off and go to diamond guard. Right now I'm on top to shoulder. We saw last week, I could finish with the Kimura or the triangle already, right? But now we're gonna go ahead and continue with the lapel choke. So I'm gonna slide off the shoulder, so I open up temporarily and I re-catch, just a little bit, right? And now I need to angle him over this direction a little bit. Windshield wiper my head that way a little bit. Boom. Move him out. Grab that lapel up there. I'm not like trying to get inside the lapel over here. I'm grabbing this extra cloth up here, all right? Making sure I turn his head towards the first arm. Grabbing palm down, roll the wrist, windshield wiper in. I could also do that from here. I could go ahead and grip now. So I have the grip and then I loop it around. Just gotta find where you have a little bit of slack to play with so you can adjust the arm. Get the lapel loose, feed it underneath. When you're doing this lapel feed, guys, one thing you wanna make sure that you're not like twisting it. All right, it's gonna shorten the lapel and make it harder. You want it to be like a nice fold, okay? So you're making sure of that as you grab. Once we get here, it doesn't matter anymore. So control, pass by, hip out. So remember, different things could happen right here. If he's defending his neck and he's heavy over the leg, I'm just gonna grab like so, pull that up. I could be switching for the choke over here, or I could just push that through and come over the top. So now we're here, we have control. He's lifting his head up, pass off the head to diamond guard. Boom, quick catch. From here, I'm gonna drop and grab the elbow. Boom, catch the elbow. Now we're gonna pass by the head. I use that punch him out, slide from the elbow down to your grip, and then wrist roll, lift the elbow. I have a palm down grip right now, so I'm focusing more on lifting the elbow, whereas if it's a palm up grip, I focus more on the wrist roll. Right there. All right, and then when you're doing your choke, you guys, whichever one you have, you know, you get your grip. Like I said, you kind of windshield wiper back. You know, you're always kind of pulling in and extending and windshield wipering at the same time as you do your wrist roll or your elbow lift, whichever one. Frame the head out, grab, crawl for the lapel, and finish. Whichever grip you like best, you start with that grip. You know, if I like this one better, then I start with that grip right here, which I do prefer this grip for this particular choke, all right? Now, if I was here, and this is the point that Jim and Matt brought up, what if I'm here and he's burying his head down? Making this really difficult, right? Well, then he's just giving me the triangle, right? He's not breaking his posture at all. So, easy triangle in that situation, easy Kimura. So if he's not posturing up to defend those, they're there already, right? That's the beauty of this position. That's the beauty of the diamond guard, is you have more than a triangle to do. You have triangles, Kimuras, lapel chokes, all this other stuff going on, and their posture dictates what's going to be the easiest for me to do, right? So I'm just going to take what's given, take what's easy. Grabbing the handle, the belt, or even the gi cloth, but when he postures up once again, pressure, come around, trap the arm. Now I just have a regular lapel grip. Let me finish here with a regular lapel grip. All right, so I can do everything that we just did off that regular